showed up and supported.
Come on.
Jada.
Kiss your son on Thai television before.
You're not looking kiss
Can
my
you kiss your
son.
Thai on Thai
I
television?
can kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
It set me up, bro. On everything I love, that nigga set me up, bro. You feel me? That is tripping, bro. It be on some other shit, my nigga. Like, straight the fuck up. What are you talking about, my nigga? You as a kid, you nigga. You as a kid and you.
Smith is gay.
Oh.
His first lover was Tyler, the Creator.
The allegations, there's like, you know, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say, we suing. I know that.
Wait, was Jada really getting freaky with Jadon and making tapes with him? Rumors have been circulating for years now that Jada and Will were doing freaky things to Jadon. And according to new claims made by Orlando Brown, there might actually be some truth to them. The signs were already there that Jadon was possibly getting touched when those videos of Will forcefully kissing him on the lips on multiple occasions went viral. And mind you, this was also around the time most of us still thought Jada and Will were a power couple. So no one suspected this nastiness to be going on behind the scenes. Well, fast forward to 2026, and everything looks very different. Okay. So these rumors started a while back when Jaguar Wright got on a messy interview and accused Will and Jada of hosting freak-off parties at their mansion right in front of Jadon and Willow. Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do a circumflex about it? Look at Willow and Jadon, look at them. It's still their resilience. For me, it's remarkable. Now, if y'all remember back in 2013, news broke that Jadon petitioned to be emancipated for undisclosed reasons. Basically, he wanted the court to give him his freedom so he could leave his parents' house and live alone. Mind you, he was just 14 at the time. So, the fact that he went this far to get away from his parents was very telling. Now, of course, music. Will fought this and even succeeded in getting Jadon to backtrack on everything publicly. Now, speaking of that, I just heard when we were talking this morning about you being here that you are trying to become emancipated. Is that right? See, here's the thing I need to explain. I'm not going anywhere. Laughter, the thing that people don't get is everything at his house is free. Laughter, so I can get anything and everything that I want at his house. So I think I might be there for 20, 30 more years. At the time, they had just premiered their movie After Earth, which performed terribly at the box office. It was so bad that people were dragging Jadon mercilessly online, with some reports even saying he was replaced on almost all the projects he had been booked for. Well, guess what? Will later admitted years later that the rumors about Jadon wanting to get away from him and Jada were actually true. However, instead of admitting what he and Jada allegedly did to cause their 14-year-old son to want to get away from them, he just blamed the whole thing on their movie After Earth flopping. Music, claiming that the comments Jadon was receiving was what drove him to want to be emancipated. Right out the gate, this excuse doesn't make any sense. If anything, receiving those kinds of comments would make him want to be with family, not leave alone. Will, please, found out that his son wanted to be emancipated at 15. Jadon had felt betrayed. He lost trust in his dad. He said that the pain, he said, we never discussed it, but I know he felt betrayed. He felt misled. He lost his trust in my leadership at 15 years old. When Jadon asked about being an emancipated minor, my heart shattered. He ultimately decided against it, but it sucks to feel like you've hurt your kids. But Jaguar didn't let this damage control excuse slide, y'all. She jumped right in and told us the real reason she believes Jadon wanted to leave him and Jada. And baby, music, it had nothing to do with After Earth underperforming at the box office. She claims it is because Jada and Will were allegedly touching him, and he felt the only way to escape was to get away from them completely. Initially, this sounded crazy to people. But then multiple clips of Will forcing Jadon to kiss him on the lips went viral, confirming to everyone that there might be some truth to what Jag said. If that's what he's forcing Jadon to do in public, we can only imagine what goes on behind the scenes when the cameras ain't there. Doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do a circumflex about it. Bilal told me everything. And in case you're wondering who Bilal is, he said Will's assistant, who recently made some claims supporting the allegations that Music Jada allegedly had a hand in what happened to Jadon. He claimed that Jada had multiple freak-off tapes that she would play and touch herself to in the living room, even while Jadon and Willow were home. Basically, Music, they saw her doing things to herself. And this obviously traumatized the Music on so many levels. Somebody stole 2 hard drives from Jada's house. So now we getting into why she's even more mad. Music Jadon would watch at the houses. She had her laptop. She would stick her hard drive in right. Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So I'm seeing videos of her and Will, and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. 'Cause remember, the last interview I told you if you don't sue me, I ma let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. And I said if you don't sue, I'm going sue. So I told you being Muslim, whatever I say I'm going do, that's what I'm going do. Period, and I got to have evidence. So she's sitting down here watching playing with herself, high as a kite, right? Not Music, caring who's in the house, or the kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world, so that's how I was able to see the tapes. And as if all this wasn't bad enough, Jada has also been accused of messing with Jadon's friends. So, remember that whole entanglement situation with her and August Alsina a while back. Music, well, turns out August was actually one of Jadon's best friends at the time. But they stopped Music, being friends after Jadon found out Jada was messing with him. I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and at Music, you know. Not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing. Music, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. From there, you and I were going through a very difficult time. Yeah. And we decided with you. Yeah, you kicked me to the curb, with you. Yeah, laughter, we basically marriages have that though. Marriages have that, we broke up. We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy. Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite. Yeah. Now, obviously, prior to us knowing all this, Jadon had already begun declining mentally right in front of us. But looking back, people claim it was because of what Jada was putting him through. In fact, in 2019, just a year before August, revealed the details of his affair with Jada. Will and Jada staged an intervention for Jadon because he was dangerously underweight as a vegan. Jada said he was wasting away with dark circles under his eyes and grayish skin. He was eating only 2 meals a day. His mental health got so bad that Jada ended up forcing him into taking psychedelics. We didn't even know about this till Jadon admitted it. He said Jada introduced him to psychedelics, claiming that psychedelics helped him confront trauma and lose his sense of ego. Well, Smith admitted in a UK radio interview, we made a very, very, very terrible mistake with our children, and we went with radical honesty. Don't do it. The deal was, if you tell the truth, you won't get in trouble. The only way you can get in trouble is if we find out you did something and don't tell the truth. It's a mistake. They do whatever they want and just come tell you. This made people side-eye Jada even more because, let's be honest, which responsible parent do you know out there that tells their kid to experiment with something like that? Jadon Smith says his mom introduced the family to psychedelic, those mental type, and a lot of them joints was illegal. You know what I'm saying? The ones that he's basically saying that his mama started giving them to take, Anyway, Orlando Brown recently stepped in to address everything that's been going on, and he didn't hold back, y'all. So, remember all that stuff that Will's former assistant Bilal said about Jadon touching herself inappropriately while Jadon watched? Well, according to Orlando Brown, Will made moves to silence Bilal from exposing everything he told us. But all his efforts failed. Music, he said, Will allegedly tried paying Bilal $1.5 million not to do that interview with Tasha K, but Bilal wasn't having it. We were supposed to give him like 1.5 to not do that interview or something. Snorts, and then he's like, am I married to you or not? Now, some months ago, a video went viral of Jada seemingly grinding Justin Skylark, and a lot of people immediately started accusing them of being gay. Well, Orlando recently did an interview speaking on this and claimed that Jada and Justin started having an affair because of everything he was going through at home with Jada. Now, mind you, this wasn't Orlando's first time making claims like